Hello, my lovely crochet friends. I'm Ildiko from oh.my.hookness.designs, and today I have brought you a very nice stitch, which is called the Drunken Granny Stitch. As probably you have already realized that these little clusters look exactly like granny stitches, but they are zigzagging. It is just like a drunken granny walking, but grannies are never drunk, right? But this is still called the Drunken Granny Stitch. This is a very easy pattern because, as you can see, it is just a one row repeat pattern, but still very beautiful, very attractive, very spectacular. I usually use this stitch when I lay my hands on some very nice ombre yarn, for example, or batik yarn, where I really need that the colors of the ombre yarn or the batik yarn shine through. So, but I usually make the mistake that when I come across a very nice ombre yarn, I usually immediately imagine something very subtle, lacy stitch, but it always turns out, no, this is not the way. And then I usually go back to the basics, and I find that this is the exact case of less is more. So this is a very easy, very nice pattern, very attractive, and I can recommend it to beginners as well because it is just one row repeat. Okay, so let's get started. Okay, so let's get started. For this granny stitch, drunken granny stitch pattern, you are going to chain the multiples, any multiples of 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this is 15 so far. For this stitch, in the first row, the chain, when making the chain, you don't have to pay any special attention to the tension because it really doesn't matter. Okay, so this is 15 so far, and I'm going to chain 5 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So for this stitch, in the first row, we are going to chain 4 more. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, but this is only the first row. Okay, so we have 24 here, and now you are going to find the 6th chain from the hook. So you are going to skip 5 chains. So 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5, and into the 6th one here. You never count the chain on the hook, but the 6th chain from the hook, you are going to make 3 double crochets. Okay, oh sorry. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and into the 6th one you are going to work 3 double crochets, 1 and 2 and 3, and then you chain 2, 1, 2, and you are going to work 1 more double crochet into the same chain. So 1 more double crochet here, and now you are going to skip 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, and into the 5th chain you are going to repeat this first cluster. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So into the 5th one you are going to place the same cluster as you did before. So 1 and 2 and 3 double crochets, 2 chains, and one more double crochet back into the same chain. Okay, and now again you are going to skip 1 2 3 4 and into the fifth one. So 1 2 3 4 and into the fifth one. You are going to repeat this cluster again. So it's going to be 3 double crochets, 1 and 2 and 3. Sorry, no, oh, it's 3. Did I make? Yes. Okay, it's 3 double crochets, chain 2, 1 2, and one more double crochet into the very same stitch, very same chain. So now again you are going to count 4, 1 2 3 4, and into the fifth chain here you are going to work 3 double crochets, 1, oh come on, 2, 3 double crochets, 2 chains, and one more double crochet. Okay, and we should have 3 1 2 3 chains, and into the third chain you are going to work one more double crochet here. Okay, so this is our first row. Okay, you can see that. So here we have a little triangle. Okay, as you can see, this is not really visible, but it should be like here. So at the end of this row you can see there are triangles at the beginning and at the end of the rows. Okay, so we also have this little triangle here and this little triangle here. Can you see that? Okay, and now we are going to turn our work. Chain 1, and I usually place a stacked double crochet at the beginning, but it's equally good if you place 3 chains. Okay, can you see that? This is a quite new skein, and can you see what it is? Okay, so now we are going to do the easier way. So we chained 3, and then you are going to find the chain space, the chain where we place the 2 chains. So this is the first chain space, and in the chain space we are going to place our cluster. So 1 2, oh sorry, and 3 double crochets, 2 chains, and one more double crochet. And from now on we are going to work only into the chain spaces. Can you see that? Only into the chain spaces. Okay, now again in the next chain space you are going to work 3 double crochets, 1 and 2 and 3 and chain 2 and one more double crochet into the very same chain space. Okay, and then we are going to jump to the next chain space, and then again we are going to work the cluster, the 3 double crochets, 2 and 3, chain 2, 1 2, and one more double crochet back into the same chain space. So I think you can already see those little zigzagging building up. Okay, so we jump into the next chain space again and work 1 and 2 and 3 double crochets. It's a very sticky yarn. It's an acrylic yarn, and everybody says that, oh, I don't really like working with acrylic yarn. Now I can understand them. I very rarely use 100% acrylic yarn for different reasons, but this is one. Okay, so we have placed already 3 double crochets here. We are going to chain 2 and then work 1 more double crochet into the same chain space. And now we are going to find the top of the chain here, which is actually, let's say, chain 3, which would be a double crochet here. So this is, if you want to count it, this is the 4th, 1 2 3 4th double crochet stitch, the top of the 4th double crochet stitch. So we are going to work 1 double crochet, only 1 double crochet, which is going to be the same as the beginning, because we chained 3 here, which serves as a double crochet, which counts as a double crochet here. And then again we finished the row with a double crochet, a real double crochet. At the beginning I've told you that I usually make a stacked double crochet, because I like if the 2 ends are quite identical. Can you see that? Okay, but the easier way, and it's equally good if you don't like stacked double crochet, that you chain 3, which serves as a double crochet at the beginning. Okay, but now I'm going to work a stacked double crochet just to show you how it looks, what it looks like. Okay, so chain 1, turn, and on top of the last double crochet you are going to make a single crochet, but you don't finish here, but you stepped through. Can you see that? I just pierced through. So here you have the 2 strands of the yarn. Okay, I pierced 2 in the hook in the middle. Okay, you can see this little hole. So you pierce through your hook, yarn over, pull through, and yarn over, and you pull through. And this is, or this looks like, a double crochet. Now we are going to go on like normal. So into the chain 2 space here we are going to place this cluster, which is 3 double crochets, chain 2, and 1 double crochet. So we are going to work 1 2 and 3 double crochets, chain 2, and 1 more double crochet to finish this cluster. Okay, can you see that? And then we again jump to the next chain space, and then we are going to work 3 double crochets, 1 and 2, and 3 double crochets, 2 chains, and 1 more double crochet into the very same chain space. And then we jump to the next chain space again, and we are going to work the 3 double crochets, 2 and 3 double crochets, the 2 chains, and 1 more double crochet into the chain space. And then we'll jump to the last chain space, and we are going to work again 3 double crochets, 2 chains, and 1 more double crochet back into the same chain space. Okay, and then we are again going to find 1 2, I don't know if you can see that, but 1 2 3, and into the 4th one. Okay, we are going to work 1 double crochet to finish the row. So this is it. So this is the only row that you have to repeat. So 1 double crochet, and then into the chain spaces you need to work this cluster of 3 double crochets, 2 chains, 1 more double crochet. I'm gonna show it again, okay? I'm going to start with a stacked double crochet because I prefer to do that, but okay, it's absolutely up to you how you begin your row. Okay, you can begin it with 3 chains or with a stacked double crochet. For a stacked double crochet, I usually chain 1, I turn my work, and I begin the row as if I was working a single crochet, and then I step through my hook in the middle of that stitch, and then I am going to have this stacked double crochet. Can you see that? And then I'm going to work as usual. I'm going to make the 3 double crochets here, okay, chain 2 and 1 more double crochet into the same chain space, and then I jump to the next chain space and I am going to work 3 double crochets, 1 and 2 and 3 double crochets, chain 2 and 1 more double crochet here, okay, and then I'm going to jump into the next chain space and I'm again going to work 1, 2 and 3 double crochets, chain 2 and 1 more double crochet. This is very simple. And the last one, you again work 3 double crochets here, chain 2, 1, 2, and then 1 more double crochet, and into the last stitch, which is a stacked double crochet. As you can see now, this is I can show you now, this is why I prefer to begin this row or any rows with a stacked double crochet if the pattern says that chain 3, which is going to count as a double crochet, because when I have to work into it in the next row, I can very easily find the top of the stitch. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So this is the 4th one, and this is the top of the stacked double crochet, and I am going to work 1 double crochet on top of the stacked double crochet. So this is the pattern. Can you see that? Very easy, very, very easy, but still very nice, very attractive, very spectacular. I can recommend it if you use an ombre yarn or a batik yarn, for example, where this is very important that you have to let the colors shine. You have to let the yarn, the beauty of the yarn shine through, that you keep the stitch very simple. So that's why the yarn is going to build up more beautifully. So this is the Drunken Granny Stitch. So you can see the zigzags. I'm going to make 1 or 2 more rows. If you want, you can stay with me, or you can return at the end of the video to see how it built up actually. Okay, so I'm going to make 1 more row. My little dog is here. I'll show you. Hello, my dear. Hello. Hello. This is me. Yes, this is me. Yes. Okay, so let's get back to work. Okay, so so here we are again, and this is our very nice granny stitch, the Drunken Granny Stitch pattern. So can you see that? You can choose any yarn you want. It is an acrylic yarn, 100% acrylic. It was very difficult to work with, actually. I have to tell you, I never use 100% acrylic yarn. I usually use acrylic with something, for example, acrylic with cotton. Okay, this 50-50% is quite good. This is 100% cotton yarn. This is very nice and very light and very easy to, it's a very light wear garment if you produce something with this pattern. And this is, as you can see, it's quite thick, but it is very ideal, for example, blankets or shawls, for example. So this is the Drunken Granny Stitch. If you liked my video, please give a thumb up. Okay, thank you. And share it with your friends, with your crochet friends, and come back to my channel for more tutorials. Goodbye. Happy crocheting, my friends.